What we do then, we're going to be exposing down to here. That's quite defined what she's got on, so I wouldn't need to tuck it in. You know, that's where a brief knickers or whatever come to, swimming costume, whatever they want to wear. So you've got a line anyway, so you don't really need. You comfortable with your hands like that, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, no, leave them like that then for now, as long as you're comfortable.
Might put them down actually.
Like I say, you would have asked them. Some people don't like putting their head through. As we spoke yesterday, some people like the cradle because they can put their arms out. It's natural. I put it in particular, I like putting my arms down because I feel, you know, kind of rested if I put my arms down. It feels a lot better for me. But a lot of people just prefer this. But always give them an option. There we are, putting some oil, introducing the oil. Again, you can't always keep contact, but if you can, as much as possible there. You know, there's not many times I've left that. Plenty of oil, don't be shy. I say you'll know by now what kind of skin she's got because you've been doing the legs and everything. Alright, really get it rubbed in. See there, effleurage. I'm putting pressure when I'm going up. See, I'm not really going on the spine. I'm going up there just to rub that oil in. And I'm putting, when I get to there, I'm putting a bit more pressure because that's where you're going to get a lot of tension. You've got all your like trigger points down here and that. So there we go. Bear in mind, this is kind of still rubbing the oil in. And you can hold it there with your 2 fingers or 3 fingers, whatever, sometimes to lift that tension. And bring it down. Okay? Now, I don't know many that do this, this particular stroke, but it's something I like doing because you can lift and you can find out what's going on with their body. So you've got oil all over them, you spread it to about there, you put the pressure on there. Now I always like to lift. It breaks down.
Yeah.
So did she show? I can't remember. Yeah, but you kind of lift. But you're not gonna. You start thinking there's not a lot to lift there, but there is still. And then just smooth that bit out. So again, I always use the rule of 3. If you think of the rule of 3, because you're working on specific areas, you're working on a different area each time. You know, one particular area at one time, sorry. So I'm working this side, as you'll see. Now, a lot of people, I've done that twice. So you remember the number, and then you'll get used to it. And then your client gets used to how you're working then, and will know if they come back to you. So I've lifted here a few times. See the thumb there? Just nice, and just smooth that a little bit down. Now we've done 3 times. A lot of people will work on this area from there. So for instance, they'd be doing that from there. I like to lean across because I feel you can get more in. What I've done then, still keep my hand on, walking around to the other area. Okay, or I might think I might just do a little bit more there, but I don't normally find the need to. So then, do it again. Another 3 times. See how I'm bringing my fingers up there, gently and kind of squeezing a little bit. There's different techniques, you'll find your own way. Again, nice and gentle there, because there's only so much you can lift. You can push it that way, or you can do it like I do sometimes, finish it on there. Just want to show you 2 different techniques. So you've got lifting, all across there. You can lift like you did the other side to there and then just push it down, or you can lift to here and then just smooth. See how my fingers are gradually just kind of lifting, because there's always pressure across there. Okay, always pressure across there, right? What I would then do, we've done that 3 times. What I would then do, put your hand, I like to put my hand in, really smooth it, but do it like that, see? That's a lovely relaxing stroke. Because you're not having to put as much strain on that, because you're pushing down with that. And it's a natural thing, because you might want to stand, depending on where the client's hand is, a bit awkward, but might want to lean in and just flow with it. Kind of the archer stance, you're going in. Because I tell you what, after a short while, you become attuned to your client. And you're at one. It's really, really surprising. It's very spiritual massage sometimes. You're listening to the music and you're kind of going with it, especially if it's a non-talking client. And if I wasn't talking now, I'd be really at ease and I'd be really, really chilled now. So I'm just going there, I'm just smoothing, and then I'll just... probably do that 3 times. And you perhaps could have done that the other side, it just depends, you know, what tension you find.
Do you have to be careful here?
You do, I mean it's natural, I'll show you that from when I cut her there. So I've kind of done that 3 times, because I know it's a relaxation massage. By now she's had a lot of work done on her, so all the beating and stuff. I'm going to do a little bit more cupping, but not too much, depends on what I find. So I've worked that side. Where haven't I worked?
Up the spine.
In the middle, yeah. Literally. This is where you carry a lot of tension. Okay? The sacral point. So there, I'm just doing, so say for instance, let me just kind of just going up, I'm going upwards, yeah? I'm putting more pressure on the upward stroke, then I'm going, smoothing it across. I may use one hand, but you actually feel that as using one hand, it's not as easy as using 2, you're kind of flowing with it, your legs are just going with it, you're flowing.
You're not putting too much.
No, you feel it, you're going with it, it's really, really nice. You don't even think about it. If you're doing one hand, yeah, come on. That's how it feels. But say for instance, I'm going to show you something now, and it comes with it's called friction. I use the palm of my hands. A lot of people use the fingertips, depends where it is. I use the fingertips more up here. So say for instance, Lisa turned around to me, so much problems with my lumbar, with my bottom of my back.
She does that, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know she does, yeah. She has a lot of problems. So I'd say, well, kind of go deep tissue on it, but without hurting her. Because it's a spinal area and it's the lumbar area, you know, it's quite fleshy, but, you know, you still got to be careful. So what would I do? I'd want to warm it up a little bit to get a little bit of work done. If you warm it up with friction, then you can, what I tend to do is push down. I'll show you how to warm it up, and then you can each and every one of you just touch and see how warm it gets in such a short space of time. This is why your hot stones are good along here. That's another course, that's just £69. No, it's another course where you have all your hot stones across here, and they penetrate, the heat penetrates. Obviously heat penetrates, as you know. This is what another one I do, warm bamboo as well. If you haven't seen that, I'll probably show you that later as well. It's a really, really interesting thing. Warm bamboo is great. I prefer it to hot stones. So literally I'm going to do friction now on Lisa, because I know she has problems with lumbar. All I'm going to do though, I'm going to use my palm of my hand as opposed to going round. It literally is going round and round, like friction burns the carpet. If you're dragging or if you're going round and round, you're going to get friction burns. And you can feel this very short. You see how quick this will happen. We put a little bit more oil on, and a bit dry. You'll see how quick this will happen, how warm she'll get very quickly. So you can try it. You ready? You can even time it. Anybody want to feel quick?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's red hot already. How long did that take? Hardly any time. Keeps you fit as well, that's great. Yeah. So I'm using the archer type of stance to get in there, or you can use that kind of, that's an even better one, but it depends how you feel. Anybody else want a quick feel?
That's alright.
What I would do then, because it works like deep heat, is push down. Push down on that. How's that feel, Lee?
That's lovely.
See, everybody will say the same thing. They got problems with the lumbar region, always say the same thing, alright?
So you're just pushing down then?
Pushing down, not a lot of great
Yeah,
pressure,
but just a bit.
because the heat's already there.
Yeah.
It's like using a hot stone or warm bamboo. But you've just caused that yourself, excuse me.
It's just sealing the heat in,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. Pushing down, and that will relieve tension. You know, like, what's it called, roll jets and things like that, and deep heat. Works the same kind of thing. Not as long, obviously, but you can, and just keep it pressed. May need to get your breath back. That pressure there, she's still comforted by that, and you'd leave it for a short while. You wouldn't have seen it on the video. There we go.